Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and this is another My Entire Collection video. I haven't done one of these in a while. This is the Greenlight Volkswagen Panel Busses. I think I already did the Samba buses. So this is another Motor World casting. So this is the panel bus, and we're just going to go through each one of the ones I have. How many do I have? That's a good question. Volkswagen panel bus total. I have 18 of them. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at all 18. So starting with this one right here, you got the Checkered Flag top, kind of a primer gray but glossy. Sides. First of all, a little quick note about this casting. It was originally a high-speed casting, so plastic base, metal body. They did eventually retool it with a metal base, which we'll get into that in a minute. But this is the first one I'm going to show you here. This is from the Motor World Dioramas Road Racers. It came out around 2012. So an older one, and there it is. So that's from the Road Racers diorama pack. Most of these are going to be from dioramas because it's the majority of these releases were in dioramas. So this is from the Motor World Diorama Volkswagen Repair Shop, a diorama that was released in 2013. Oh, I should tell you, this is limited to 2,500 pieces. So if it has a number and it's limited to, I'll let you know what it is. This one, they made a lot more of, 64.92. So, but none of these are going to be individually numbered. At least a lot of them are not going to be, because they were in Motor World dioramas and they were originally not numbered, and these were also not full-on Greenlight castings. These were high-speed castings originally. So there's that one, Volkswagen Repair Shop, in white and matte black. There's that. This one's pretty cool, this Telefunken. What does it say here? Erstel und Dienst. I'm not really sure what that means. Telefunken, I think, makes microphones, though. This is from Motor World Series 8. Came out December of 2012. This one is limited to 2,750. According to ZA3.com, or ZA3Collectibles.com, which is where I got all this information from. It's kind of in a matte blue Telefunken logo, and it looks pretty cool. So there is that Telefunken panel bus. And then next up, we got another Motor World diorama. This is from the Camouflage 5-pack. This came out in August 2013, limited to 3,204. As you can see, it's camouflage paint scheme. Again, still with a plastic base, metal body, and a matte finish, of course. It's camouflage. It's supposed to be reflective. So there is that one. Pretty neat little bus, like that one. Next is this guy right here. This one is from the Motor World Dioramas Wildfire collection. Came out in August 2013 as well, and is also limited to 3,204. So there was 3,204 of those dioramas made. This one's got some flamage on the side. Very nice looking little bus. I kind of stopped collecting these. I'm going to keep the ones I got, but I did kind of like, I'm not really after too many variations that I did not have. At least I'm not actively trying to find them. This is from Motor World Series 12, January 2015. 39.26 is what this one's limited to. It's got a pretty nice look to it. Kind of a goldish green on the side there. Looks pretty nice. Little panel bus. Check it out, check it out. So there is that one. And then we got this guy right here. This is also from a Motor World Series, Motor World Series 13. Came out in April of 2015, limited to 3,863. This one's got kind of a nice scheme to it. Looks pretty good. There are so many of these buses, by the way. There are so many of them. So if you were to try to collect all of them, I believe it's probably, including green machines, there's about 77 of these out there. Not including green machines. You can't exactly cut that in half because there were actually some versions that didn't have greenie versions. But 77 different versions if you wanted to try to get all of them. And trying to get all the green machines would be like nearly impossible. But here is this one. Kind of one of my favorite out of all these. I like the color. It's kind of like a charcoal gray with red. I think it looks pretty good like that. So there's that one. And then the next one is this one here. This is also from Motor World Series 14. This is June 2015 is when this came out. Limited to 58.98. Kind of a nice color green. Again, with kind of that same charcoal gray look that we just saw in the previous one. Looks pretty good. Still, everything's plastic base yet. And I don't think this had a GL. Yeah, it did not have a cat tooling number either on the base of these. All right, next up we got the Pennzoil Safe Lubrication, 100% pure Pennsylvania. Sound your zzz. Pennzoil. All right, so this one is from Motor World Dioramas. Pennzoil set. September 2015 is when these came out. Limited to 5,100 pieces. And a pretty decent one. We still got plastic base on this one. Pennzoil. Ask for it. So there is that one. And then let's see here. Next up we got the shell one. This is still with a plastic base. This one is numbered though, as you can see, 4746. This one looks pretty nice. I like the scheme on this one, of course. This is from the Blue Collar Collection Series 1. So this was in a premium Greenlight collection. Came out in August 2016. It is to be determined as to how many of these are made. I do not know. I don't think it's published yet. But here is the Shell Oil VW panel bus. White top. Shell logos on the side. It's a pretty nice looking one. So that's that one. And next up we got this one. This is again from a Motor World series. This is Motor World Series 17, which came out December 2016. So almost 2 years ago. This one you got matte black, flamage. Looks okay. Decent looking little bus. These run a bit smaller than 1/64 scale, by the way, as well. At least I believe they definitely are a little small for 1/64 scale. So there is that one. And then we got this one, an old school Golf livery. Of course, this was in a diorama. This was in the Motor World Dioramas Golf series. Came out in January 2017. Total number of these produced is still to be determined. I do not know how many were made. And that is that one. Looks all right. So, still a plastic base. This was in a diorama, so of course I had a plastic base. Next up is one with a metal base. So this is the Flower Delivery little panel bus. This was in Hobby Shop. I think this was Hobby Shop Series 2. Pretty sure this was the one that was in Hobby Shop. I got one here that was in Hobby Shop and one that was in... Yeah, this one had to have been in Blue Collar, I believe. So I think this one is Hobby Shop. So this one does have a metal base. It is numbered on the base. They gave it their tooling number, which you can see that is GLO 65, which sits like in the middle of the pack for toolings for Greenlight. So obviously they kept it chronological. So this has always been 65. It's just that they finally printed it on the base when they made their own base, and they made it out of metal. So they made it out of metal to keep it into the premium line. So kind of interesting that they did that. But this is the flower delivery, so it's got those flower decos on it. I believe this one came with a little figure. I think it was in the Hobby Shop series, and it came with a little figure of a girl. So kind of a neat little one. Cool that they retooled it with a metal base, I guess. It's 4418. Don't know how many are made, but there is that one. And then next one we'll show you is this one here. This is number 253, so also has a metal base. This one is from the Blue Collar Collection Series 3. Don't know how many of these are made. It says North Shore Surfboard Repair Company on the side of it, right up there. It's got surfboards, of course. So they kind of deluxed the casting here. Of course, metal base and stuff like that, and then gave it some accessories on the top, which is kind of neat. And definitely improvement over the standard one. And it looks pretty good. And this one's the only one, actually, that I have the Green Machine version of it. This is numbered 30. Don't know how many of these are made. Green Machines are generally 2% of the production run, though. We just don't know what the production run is. So this one just has a green base, green rims, Blue Collar series, and looks pretty good. Someone gave this one to me, and I forget who did. But either way, pretty cool to have a greenie. That's the only Green Machine I've got in these panel buses is this one right here. And there it is. So there's those two. All right. And next up we got is this Texaco one. So this Texaco one is a plastic base, but it is numbered. And it was in a premium Greenlight line. It was in the Club VW Series 5. So kind of interesting. It's got Texaco licensing. You would have thought you would have found this in a diorama, actually, but it's not. It was in Club VW Series 5, which is kind of a rip when you pay $6 or whatever, $6 to $7, depending where you buy them from, these Greenlight cars, and then you get one with a plastic base in the series. Which to me is kind of goofy that they do that, but here it is, Texaco. The livery looks nice, so it is a nice looking one. But kind of weird that you'd find that in a premium line. All right, so we got two more to go, and the last two are Gas Monkey Garage. So this was the first Gas Monkey Garage one that was out. This came out in 2016. I don't know how many of these they made. I probably should have found that out. I bet you that is out there. Blood, Sweat, and Beers. It is numbered 2677. It does have a plastic base. So it's got the Gas Monkey. This was a Miho exclusive. So M&J Toys exclusive. And it looks all right. Got some flamage on the side there. Some Gas Monkey graphics. It was a Miho exclusive, so it probably was kind of expensive. And I forget where I got this one from too, but there it is. And then this one here has a metal base. So much better. Gas Monkey Garage. This is also a Miho exclusive. I think this one's a lot better. I think this one looks a lot better. This one's got a nice glossy green with matte black printing. Matte black on top. Over like a matte green. The printing on top looks awesome. This one is number 2988. I do not know how many of these were made, but it does have the metal base. And it looks pretty cool. So that's it, guys. Those are all my VW panel buses from Greenlight Collectibles. So the VW panel bus, interesting little casting. Started out as a high-speed casting, ended up being a premium Greenlight casting, especially when they threw the metal base on it. Again, interesting that they did that, but there it is what it is, and that's that. So that's gonna be it for this episode of my entire collection, and thank you very much for watching. Again, tune in to any other episodes, check out playlists, all the other good stuff, and have a great day.